What I have before me is the longest words from the the Library of Babel. And this is pages 1 through 10, 11 through 20, 21 through 30, and 31 through 40. Through my research, and then with a little bit of help of AI, I managed to pull together a story. Not exactly precise, not necessarily correct. We don't care about that because that's where I got this idea from. And basically, this is where I'm showing page 20, and I used the help of it, and here is what I have broken down. I will have this pasted inside where you can read the full document. But right now, we're going to focus on this. It starts with the industrial collapse. A guy named Jack serves as a foundational linguistic and thematic anchor for the first chapter. I have a bit of a lisp right now, so just don't worry about that. Basically, his name means God is gracious or God has shown favor. A historical meaning acts as a dark metaphor for Jack's actual reality, since he is serving a company and he's kind of in a very toxic era and illness, and he's trying to talk about his life, and he feels like he's being abandoned by this clockwork creator. If I can zoom in a bit. Wait, maybe not that way. Here we go. Yeah. So he talks about this clockwork creator, basically. And I basically went in and translated his name and stuff like that. I cannot see my mouse. And then we get to the second story. So all of this right here is the best translation I have and the summary of pages 1 through 10, which is an industrial collapse. And this is at the very start of the Babel story. This second part is pages 11 through 20, talking about another character named Jaxie, simply present as a new protagonist. The presence of the letter X makes this name rare and valuable string to harvest from a randomized text pool, which is what I got it from. Literally meaning, I cannot see where my mouse is, literally meaning the son of Jack, meaning that these two stories, part 1 and part 2, are a story together, talking about of Jack's lineage. And in this story, it is a person named Jaxie who stole a bunch of things on a boat, but then crashed in a murky swamp and whatever. The next story is about a professor and 2 other characters. Giving yourself the title The Prof, in other words, the professor, strips away any personal identity entirely, replacing a proper name with an industrial rank to demonstrate that this character perceives the universe strictly through academic and emotional distant lens, meaning they don't really focus on the life of it, they focus on the academics and the education and the science behind it. Then we have him named Hafiz, I think I'm pronouncing that right, is an Arabic name, signifying the guardian or the keeper, or the one who has memorized the sacred text. It simply is layered with immense situational irony, and proves utterly powerless to protect or guard the valley from the cataclysmic physical forces tearing the canyon apart. This story is about a canyon with some like reactor or something, or whatever, and basically the keeper or guardian doesn't even do what his job is. Then we have Ginny, which is a dimute of Virginia that traces back to Latin roots for virgin or pure. However, she is the unshielded humanity forced to leave the sterile comfort of the lab, acting as a clean but highly valuable buffer between high-level calculations and violent, chaotic ecosystem. Then we have Milo, the final story. Now, I will just let you know, this is pages 1 through 10 in the best translation I have using AI, because this will take forever. This is pages 11 through 20, then we have 21 through 30, and this one right here is 31 through 40. I haven't got down all the way to 410, I've only got to page 40. I will probably be doing it every 40 pages or something, if this video gets a bunch of views on it. The final movement introduces Milo, a name comprised of common vowels and consonants that smoothly bridges the closed line before the structural format of the text completely fractures. Simplifying that the Latin root for soldier and ancient Slavic root for merciful, dear, or beloved, which is kind of ironic because Milo is caught directly between these 2 identities. He possesses none of the militaristic traits of a literal soldier required to navigate a collecting settlement, yet the circumstances force him to assume a soldier's burden. He has to take command of a broken defense grid and locate a manual override valve, transforming him into an accidental savior to deliver emergency mercy to a community facing total annihilation. Now, the entire story of this, within all of these, is this throughout here. Alright? It is very long, and I have them all sectioned off. It is very detailed of what happens, where, and why, and based on what I showed you earlier within these notes, this in here, you see the name Jack. And if we were to go back to here, go to page 1, press enter, and look through pages within, let's see, okay, not page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, there it is. Page 5, Jack is put in here. Now, I can't really see it on here. I'm going to try to look for it. I don't really see it anywhere, but... Oh, there's a she. There's the she. Which means that could be queuing into the next story. I don't know. I need to put this back on 40. Yeah, no, basically that's what I've been doing. Going right here, clicking on this to set me for the next one. This will be the next new words. Fest, Umnu, and Stas, which will be for the next one. That's basically what I did within the notes. And so this is within Jack's story. This is within... Whose story was this? Oh yeah, Jaxie, right there. Then we have Ginny, Hafaiz, and where is the prof? I thought this was office for some reason. Then we have... Where's... Oh, we got piss. Okay, someone was taking a piss. I think that's supposed to be bored, but I don't know. Magic. Allow... Milo, there's the name. Right there. But yeah, no, I have deeply translated all of these. I have looked through all of this. I've had help with AI trying to figure out, you know, through all of this, what all these mean, putting in all the words and stuff. Yes, I did use AI to help me with this. I'm not going to spend 7 hours trying to figure out how to make phrases, okay? AI is helpful when it comes to things like this. Plus, it also helps you translate all of this. Sorry, I can download this? You're kidding. I could have just done this whole time. And this is all 410, and it could have found every single possible word in this phrase. Hold on, I want to say something. Open this real quick. I'm going to Control A, Control C, paste it into here. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Reload.